Hello. I hope whoever is watching this is doing well. I'm recording this on my phone, so it might be at a weird angle. I've been having some issues with my computer and just uploading videos. Um, but anyways, I just completed the window of tolerance worksheet, and I actually really enjoyed doing that worksheet. I think it really opened my eyes and shifted my perspective on what's going to make me hyper aroused and what's going to make me hypo aroused, and basically the difference between those two being hyper aroused is the fight or flight response. So being extremely stressed out or anxious, you can think of the extreme end of that being having a panic attack and hyperventilating, and hypo arousal, which is the freeze response. So that's just going to be super low motivation, not doing anything, and yeah, both of which are not ideal, obviously. So, and then you have the window of tolerance, which is between those two. So that's the window of tolerance. You want it to be as big as possible. That way you don't get to those two extremes. And to make it big, you got to expand it, obviously. And you don't want to shrink it. So for me personally, and this is basically what the worksheet did, is has you talk about things that expand and shrink your window. And for me, things that shrink my window are my schedule, my tight schedule. So I work quite a bit. I do research. I'm a full-time student, and yeah, that can be a lot. That can be pretty stressful and overwhelming sometimes, and it gives me a lot of anxiety. A lot of it, since it does give me anxiety because a lot of it's future oriented. So if I don't do well in those things, then that makes my future less promising, which is pretty concerning. There's some other physiological things that mess up my window of tolerance, that shrink my window of tolerance, I would say. So lack of quality sleep and consistent sleep. So sometimes I'll stay up super late and sleep in super late, or stay up late and wake up super early, or take a 5-hour nap after I get home from school or something. Just not ideal, just messing up my sleep schedule, screwing up my circadian rhythms. So that'll definitely shrink my window of tolerance, along with food. So eating healthy and eating consistently, I think, is really important. And when I'm not doing that, it's going to shrink my window of tolerance, and I'm going to be a lot more irritable or more likely to fall behind. Things that expand my window of tolerance. So this is what makes it bigger and makes me less prone to negative emotion. I would say being outside, that's a huge one for me. Just being connected with nature, skiing, mountain biking, going on a hike or something. Playing music is also a huge one for me. I love to play the guitar. I love playing the piano, bass. I even got a saxophone for last Christmas, so that's been interesting. I would also say talking with friends and family is another one for me that helps expand my window of tolerance. It's good knowing that you're not the only one experiencing life's hardships. So talking with friends, other students, I'm sure anyone watching this right now knows what it's like to be stressed out for a test or grades or school or whatever, or work. So it's good talking to people about that, and I think that definitely expands your window of tolerance. So hyperarousal, I would say for me, things that are more likely to lead to hyperarousal are like deadlines. So assignment deadlines, school deadlines. I'm applying to grad school right now, so that's been a huge pain for me. Hypoarousal things, behaviors for me: sleeping in too much, laying in bed for too long, scrolling, doom scrolling for sure. Those are things that are just gonna make me super not motivated at all. So anyways, anything else I would like to talk about? Not really. I think I will say I did enjoy doing this worksheet a lot, and I think it's going to be very useful for future clinicians if they want to give their clients something like this to do, or run through an exercise that identifies these states of arousal. I think would be very useful. Even just becoming aware of these different states of arousal can make you more adapt to not having them happen. That was worded poorly, but you get what I mean. You know, if you're more aware of these states, you're gonna avoid them because you're conscious of it. So, anyways, thanks for chipping in, and I hope whoever's watching this has a great day.